So we're doing some yard cleanup on the property, and I just want to showcase the Summit TX25, take some of the logs I've been cutting up. So you'll see some of the stability on it. I think one of my only real gripes so far is that due to the weight over my Kubota BX, it's rutting the yard up pretty bad anywhere I go. But we're also pretty wet right now in the season. We just had a bunch of rain yesterday, so I guess it's to be expected. That being said, though, the BX with the turf tires didn't really rut anything up. But it also gets stuck if it sneezes, so go figure. I think we're at about 9.5 hours. Outside of the initial issues with the keys and the dipstick that we had on one of the other videos, it's been pretty good so far. I haven't really been stressing out. I've moved some road gravel, and I've moved some full buckets of sand. I had to move a lot of sand. So it's been getting some work, not too bad though. I think we're at 9.5 hours, like I said. But it's working out pretty good. I'm happy with it so far. I can't wait to get a grapple for this thing. I mean, we're pretty wooded, and once we dry out a little bit, I'm gonna start shopping around for a grapple. I might hit Marketplace or check some of the dealers and see what I can find. But I can't wait to get this thing processing on that sawmill. That was the main purchase for it, because my BX can't handle big logs. I mean, it'll drag them, but it's kind of stressing the machine out, and I don't want to. It wasn't really intended for that. Not that I can process anything crazy on the sawmill. It's the central machinery one. I ended up picking it up right before COVID. I think it took about 6 months for them to deliver it, but it was a pretty good deal at the time. And we have a lot of standing dead ash trees from all the ash borers, so I've been taking them down and running through the sawmill, and we're going to end up making dimensional lumber either for use with the house or other projects. At some point I'm going to use it to build itself a wood drying rack and probably a sawmill shed, and then some kind of covered shed for this thing, keep it out of the weather. So, but yeah, I've been really happy with it so far. It's a nice machine. It's really solid. Like I said, no real complaints other than it rutting things up, and it's to be expected. It's heavy. So, yeah, I'll try to get some more content in tomorrow or early next week. I can't use it. It's so wet out here. So once we dry it a little bit, I'll really get some time on this thing. And actually, I want to see how it works with our rototiller we have. I ended up picking up a old Yanmar rototiller for one of their compact series, and I was using that with the BX because the BX 1880 is only an 18 horse tractor, so it doesn't really have a lot of horsepower. And I want to say that's a 42 inch or a 36 inch rototiller, so this should drive it just fine. This has more PTO horsepower, so it should be perfectly fine for this. And we'll till up some of the garden and get our plantings in. So, like I said, we've been getting a lot of rain, so I just need everything dry because this is going to destroy my lawn. So, or we'll run the BX right before we sell it, and we'll till it with that if it's too wet. So I got to get that. I'm going to do a little bit more comparison. I'm going to get that BX listed up once I'm totally satisfied with this thing and I'm not concerned with any initial issues on it. I can't not have a tractor, so, but this thing has been pretty reliable so far, so I'm pretty happy.